Hi, Julie Torrens here. So we're going to keep working today in the bug and butterfly journal. So I wanted to show you kind of where I'm at. So I have already this pocket holder. So that's 3 items that go in there. This one that we made, and I made both of these on video. And this has 2 pockets on each side, so that's 4. And then this is just 21 pieces of bugs and butterfly stuff to add into my journal. So we've got that. I'm just going to set that aside with these 2 pockets. Then I have to show you, this is from Happy Mail, which is a video that I already did. All of this is bugs and butterfly stuff from Sonia. Thank you, Sonia, so much. Hi. So we've got this to use. I've got the cover. Now this is made out of, which I did a video, this is made out of napkins, and I don't know how well you can see it, but it's all leaves. And then on the inside, it is just muslin. So I think that this will be a good cover. It's obviously not done, but it's a good cover that I'm going to use. So we've already got the cover made. And now I wanted to show you what I have together for papers. So this is from Sonia, and this is a piece of scrapbook paper. So it's this side, which I think is pretty. This is one of mine, watercolor that I made a copy of. Watercolor, I made a copy of that. Sonia, I think this is gorgeous. I've already rounded the corners on these and cut them all to size. One of mine. Now this is from Darcy. Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. I will link her video channel in the description. Marcy, thank you so much. So this, I believe it's jelly print. Both sides. And this side is kind of rough, and I left it that way. I think it's cool. Here's another one from Darcy, and I believe this is watercolor. Beautiful. This is from a book that I have rescued from Friends of the Library, but I thought, okay, there's all butterflies. I'm going to fold this now. Obviously, it's not the same size, but I think it's just fine. Another one of mine. Another one of mine. This is from the index from an atlas, but I just thought that's just so cool. Writing paper, which I do want someone to be able, if they want to, either they can decorate this up themselves or they can use it for writing on. So I've got 2 pages of that. I did not round the corners because they're not really 8.5 by 11, and it's so soft. It's kind of newsprinty. This is from a packet that I bought, A4. And so I cut it to fit. It's not really quite right, but it's just fine. Rounded the corners. And then I printed the other side. So here is another sheet, but you can see like it was one-sided, and I just made it 2-sided. But I thought it's, you know, a nice floral. And this is going to be my middle sheet. So this is a piece of scrapbook paper that I had, and then I did fold it because I wanted something to use as a guide. And then I found this butterfly in one of my Friends of the Library book, and so then this will be the middle. And then I just used my big butterfly stamp, and I stamped this on the other side. So I think that'll be, so these are my pages. So how many do I have? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I really didn't want this many. So what I'm going to do, because once we fill this up, it just makes it so big, I'm going to remove just a couple of duplicates. Like we've got plenty of this. I'm going to take that page out. Darcy, Darcy, that. I'm going to take this one out. So that's 2 out. And we'll keep that one. We'll keep this. I'll take one of these out. So I've taken out 1, 2, 3. And then this is really a duplicate. And so what I'm going to do is I'll take out this one. So I took out 4. So that'll help a lot. I can just tell by the feel of it. I'm going to leave this here. This I'm going to set to the side because we can use this to measure. So what am I going to do? I need to make pockets. Those 2 folios that you saw, that's all I have for pockets. So what am I going to do? Well, first thing I wanted to do. This is a prescription bag, and hear how crispy and crunchy it is. I just love it. And what I thought I was going to do is I cut off the bottom where it was all folded and glued, and then I cut the very ragged part off the top. And then I'm going to fold it like this, and we're going to decorate it up together. But I thought this could be a pocket. So let's get started with that. I'm going to set aside some of my other pocket making things. I want to put it where I can reach it. Okay. And let's get started with decorating. Now I've got all of Sonia's things and I've got some of my own. So let's get started. Now, circle punch. That's all right. I can always circle punch later. I want to ink it up though. So I've got this one is the Peachy Keen. And let's just give it an ink up. And I realize I'm still going to have to re-ink when I put the spaces in for the thumb holes. That's okay. But I just want to give this a nice little edge. And this is starting to give way, my little sponge here. I love the crispiness, don't you? And right here. Okay, that's good. I'm tempted to throw this away. I'm going to, because I'll tell you, those little crumbs, they make a mess because they will make marks on our makes. Okay. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue here and here. And then it could be even another pocket back there, but I think we'll probably be okay with 2. So I'm using my art glitter glue because I just want a fine line on each side. There we go. I can't make a fine line with a glue stick, not like I want to. And you know what? I'm going to set this right on my glue book to give it a squash. Okay. Now I did not glue the gusset, so it's still pouchy. Good. All right, I like that. Now, see here, this is what I saved this out for. See, I think this will be just fine to put on a page. So, all right, let's see what Sonia's got going on. She has this pouch of die cuts. And I'm just reaching in. Oh, look. Look. Too big, but beautiful. And those are too big. We know those are too big, but there's a little butterfly in there. So let's have that butterfly. And this butterfly, we could put one on top of the other. See? Let's do that. those two. Let's get another solid one. And we can do these two. Oh, Sonia, these are just so cute. Let's do one more. There's a solid one. And then I'm gonna look for a cutout one. And there. So that's 3 of those. Gorgeous. Okay. Now, we've also got these little strips of bugs. And I think they're so cute. This could go right on the bottom. Perfect fit. I like that. Good. Okay. Let's get these guys back in the little dish here. Okay, book page. Let's get a little book page here. This is a dictionary that I got from the Goodwill. And let's tear this out. And I love how it's discolored, you know, aged, boxed, whatever you want to call it. A little too big. Okay. Good, that's good. And then this can go on here with a butterfly. I like that. I am going to ink around the edge of that, maybe both of those. Yep. Okay, now I want a flower. Let's go into the Julie bin here. These are leaves. Well, or a bug. Look, 'cause we've got these bigger bugs. What about that? With 2 more butterflies. Good. We're going to do that. And then let's just grab a leaf that the butterfly can sit on. Good. Maybe another leaf. Like here. And maybe here. A lot of green, but I think when we ink that up, it'll be fine. Maybe instead, Sonia, maybe I'll put one of those here, put one of them here, and then maybe one of my own butterflies. I'm covering up a bug. Is that okay? Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah. What do you think? A little book page here. It's looking a little lost to me up there. All right, let's get, well, what about that? Yes, that's fine. All right, let's get a gluing. Can I remember all this? Well, maybe if I just work on part. Let's get this guy down. I'm just going to use glue stick. I use a Uhu glue stick. Now, what got me started on a Bugs and Butterfly journal is our friend Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah was having a rough patch. She seems to be getting better, and you're probably thinking, well, you know, that's been a while ago. Not that long. And trust me, what was going on, which I don't know what was going on, you can watch her video and she talks about it, just what's exactly happening. But I just know that the type of things that she was talking about, they don't fix themselves overnight. They don't fix themselves even in a week. So let's get this on here. Good. And now let's get the leaf. So that's why I went to Shabby Dabby Doodah, to her Etsy, and I got some digitals, some downloadables. And I got bugs and butterflies. And I thought that is just perfect for journal making. Okay, let's glue the one butterfly onto the other. And I'm not going to overdo it. I'm just going to put a couple dots. Pick this up, put it on top. A little clumsy, but we'll get it. Okay. And I think I'll just go ahead and keep using art glitter glue here. Give that a press. Okay. Now we can do this part. I'm going to go ahead and put the butterfly together while I've got the art glitter glue going. They're so delicate. That's what makes them so special. Okay. Can you see? All right. It's not perfectly matched up, but it's perfect enough. And let's get this book page down. Oh, I wanted to ink the edges. All right. I'm getting the sepia. And my sepia sponge. I just think it's going to give it a little more contrast, which I think it needs. Okay. Let's see what that's going to do. You can move aside, Mr. Butterfly. Get the glue stick out here. Nice. Now the leaves, I think I can go ahead and close this up. You don't close your art glitter glue, it will close up on you. See what I mean? Don't let that happen. Okay. Couple of leaves. Now I may not get these things put right back on the way that I had them, but it's good enough. We got the idea. Okay. And then we said the bigger one. I need to roll this up a bit. There we go. Good. And then this guy. Good. He needs antenna. Very, very good. All right, I like this pocket. I think it's okay. I mean, I like it. I'm looking at this space. Got little sprigs like this. Yeah, I think that adds a lot. Let's put that on. And I have tried using both art glitter glue and glue stick, and these guys are a little bit delicate. And the glue stick, what the glue stick doesn't kind of rumple up, this thing tears up on the glue stick. So let's just, okay. It looks a little four square to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. But once we get stuff inside, I think that will, you know, I think that'll go away. All right, pocket number 1, which is really 2, and it could be 3 pockets. All right, into the pocket kit. And there we go. Okay. Next. All right, I saved up some other stuff like this for making pockets. I still have another bag that I thought we could do. So we could just get that right out of the way and do that. And there's rips ups and stuff that, you know, from all the staples they put on. I'm just leaving it. I think that's fine. Well, I made it worse. But there we go. Let's just give that one little bit. That's my extra glue stick. I'm just gonna give that a little push there. And I don't think I glued the bag together at all, but I'll make sure. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so, and fold this up. Now this one has a little red mark on it. We don't care. We don't care. And there we go, nice and square. And let's ink this one up with the sepia. Maybe I'll glue it first. Okay. Art glitter glue. It's right along here. And again, I'm leaving the gusset so that it can hold a little bit more. And it just makes it easier to get things in and out. Because as these journals fill up, those pockets kind of tighten up. Press that down good. Alrighty. All right. Edge it up. So I have been dealing with car stuff, and when all is said and done, it's gonna be fine. But I blew the engine. And so I'm having a new engine put in. I know. But when you look at the cost of even a used car, the cost of a new engine is half. I mean, used cars are still, you're taking out practically a mortgage. Okay, that looks good to me. Yeah, it's good. And let's decorate this one up. Now let's go in a different direction. What do you say? I want to go back to Sonia's things. And let's see. I've got things like this. And this that she sent me, and this. Let's see what we can maybe fussy tear. I absolutely love this butterfly. So my car is in Holland, Michigan. But I live about as far away from the other dealership that's in Grand Rapids as I do from this one in Holland. So, and the one in Grand Rapids is so busy. It's a good place. I've been there before. I'm not changing gears because I was disappointed in their service, not at all. But they're busy and they can't help it. And they're pushing through as many people as they can. I know they are. But the place that I'm at, I think they're really almost as busy. It's just that they don't get as many cars through the door as the one in Grand Rapids does. So I'm trying to not knock his antenna off. Okay. This is very fibrous paper. All right. Good start. Very good start. And I love this. But I think I'm going to be done with that part. I have another one of these like I have at the bottom of the other pocket. It could go up here this time. I'm going to tear his edges off. Sonia, you're going to have to let me know what kind of paper this is. I just love how it tears and you can just see the fibers. It doesn't feel like a cotton paper, but it could be. I know I'm going slow, but I really don't want to rip the bugs off. Okay. All right, love that. Good start. How about a big flower? Like a big statement. Like this. Boom. Yes. That is exactly what we're going to do. All right, a couple more leaves. And then for this guy, maybe a bit of book page. And then these are going to go right on top of the flower. How can we do this? All right, I like that. Needs a bit of book page or something behind it. Let's see. I've got some different book page. This has almost like a double spacing to it. Doesn't rip very easily. That's okay. All right. All right, let's take off some of these borders. I like the double spacing of this one. I just thought that was pretty. All right, let's put this on number 1 and let's ink up the edge. Now I got rid of that orange sponge. I got rid of the orange sponge, but this has this blue, so I'm going to ink up the edge of this with the blue. So my car is out of town, and this is, let's see, 15. Today is July 17, and their very first estimate was to look at the car August 23rd. Now, it sounded when I went to sign some paperwork like it may not be quite that long. And I don't blame them. They, you know, they're forecasting out because they don't know. And a lot of it has to do with the availability of parts. He said he's got one car that's been back there for 6 months, and I totally believe it because I had a car closer to when we were all dealing with COVID, but the same car, it got hit in the front. No, I hit. It was a hay bale that flew off the back end of the truck and hit me right in the front. So that was in the service for almost a year. But I had a loaner. But I don't have a loaner right now. Oh boy, we've got those crumbs. All right, let's take this off. And I'm gonna knock these crumbs. Time for me to get all new sponges. And that can be done. Okay. Let's put this on there. So that's the story of the car. Now I'm trying to figure out, the ink kind of went equal on both sides. Now what they are doing is they have approached the maker of my car and they're sending data and pictures and all of that about the engine failure, and they're going to see if they're going to honor the part of the warranty because it has less than 150,000 miles, I guess. So they're going to see, but if they cover it, of course, I'll be thanking God for his goodness, but I'm not counting on that. We'll just see. Okay. I'm liking this. It's going to need a little something else, but I'm liking it. Sonia, thank you again. Yeah. Yes, I'm definitely liking that. All right. Couple of leaves up in that corner. They're kind of small. Let's rethink this. What about this? I think that's more appropriate, don't you? Yeah. I got another bigger leaf. That's fine. I definitely like that better. Did I not ink the top? I don't think I did. I'm going to put the thumb hole in and then I'll ink it. I'll be doing that when you are sitting back maybe with a nice supper. I like it this way better. Yes, very much I like it. We getting too gluey here. Let's just tear this one off and start with this one. So it was my grandson's second birthday party on Saturday. Today is Monday. And my daughter-in-law and my son did a great job. Now, I may have told you this already in another video, or maybe in a video that's coming up. Maybe I'm future Julie, I don't know. But that was my weekend, but I had worked all night, which is, you know, what I do. But then the party was that next morning, well, afternoon. So I grabbed my groceries and I did a little something around the house. It didn't take long. I'm gonna glue the top of this onto the plane. I'm gonna use this. I don't know if we had planned on that, but I'm doing it now. But by the time I got those few little things done, it was really time to get ready. So I didn't sleep, but party was to start at 2, and I got there a little before. Wasn't the first, wasn't the last. I like it that way. This way? Let's go this way. I like that. These are under and this is over the flower. Okay. I like it. Does it need more? I don't know. Maybe once we get it into the journal or I like that. Let's do that. Let's close this up because either I can close it up or it will close itself up. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. We got another pocket. Go into the bin. Now, I still need pockets. So that's why I saved this out to kind of use as a guide. And I saved out and brought together some stuff. Now, you know, if you're saying those colors don't look very good together. And you know what? I am grabbing my hole punch. I'm grabbing fast as I can. Okay. Well, that other hole punch may be on this desk and I just don't see it because all I grabbed was the big one, but that's all right. That's okay. But I think this pocket is fine. I'm going to need to open it up so I can see a little bit of what I'm doing here. In the middle. Okay. Sometimes things just don't go quite the way you want. And that's okay. Just go with plan B. Oh yeah, that looks like a mess. Oh dear. See if I can just, there. I think that's a tiny bit better. Kind of ripped it. All right, well, glad I ran after that. Okay, so this has a lot going on, but let's just add a little book page. Like this. Could use more, really. But let's get started with that. I'm looking for a place to put a little container. So what's on your desk? You working on a journal? Maybe a summer journal? Maybe you've started your Christmas cards. Oh, the C word. I know, but if you're making 25, 30 Christmas cards, when do you suppose you start? Now. Yep, it's on my mind. It really is. I wonder if this is going to take a corner punch. We're going to give it a try. Not really. This is just printer paper. And so sometimes when the paper is just not very hardy, it doesn't take to punches. Because these punches I bought and I haven't had them that long, so they really shouldn't be dull. And I don't think they are. But I like the rounded corners better. Okay. So I like the book page. I've got this, but it's just like too much green in my mind. Let's see what's in the Sonia bucket here. I've got this blue. Let's take this one and I'm going to cut it. All right. Now let's give it a little audition here. Now see, I just think that is gorgeous. I'm going to cut it down closer to where I think this stamp would have been. Okay. Good. I'm going to cut this corner. Good. I'm going to cut this corner. Well, I can just cut this smaller. That looks sweet. Now, tissue. I'm not that great of a tissue gluer. But let's really make sure we've got a dry spot. And just be real gentle, Julie. Working from the inside out. Okay. Oh boy. This is like a one-time deal. I realize I'm going to have to trim it a little bit, but I'm just happy it got on there at all. Okay. And whatever little bit is here, I can just turn over there. Okay. This is really bugging me. I don't know if I could make it better or worse. Well, that is better. Okay. All right. Over here, a butterfly. Let's see. I'm digging in here again. Here's a butterfly. Whoop, dropped it. Duh. See if I can find it again. Yes. There. There's another one. And while I see it, I'm pulling it out. If I could find a third. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see what that's going to do for us. That's cute. And I like the darker one. Very cute. Okay. Now, sepia. And I'm going to fold my sponge. These do have a bit of a white edge. But, you know, it's like when you buy them and they're already cut out for you, they often have that little bit of a white edge. And it's fine, but I just like to mask it up just a little bit. I'm not really trying to antique the butterflies. I'm just trying to make that white not be such a feature. Okay, good. And now that I've got that thumb hole in there, maybe some ink will help. Will anything help? you'll have to let me know. I don't mind the pocket. I like it. But I really did not get a good thumb hole in there. But anyway. Quit griping about it, Julie. Just shut up. Okay, okay. Now, my chair is squeaking. I have a different chair. I was finding that I was having a harder time sitting in my chair that I was using, so I grabbed a different one. And it's not quiet, but I can sit longer in it. Good. We need the paper towel, knocking things over. All right. And now this one. These are cardstocky, and that's why I'm using the Art Glitter Glue. They're also very shiny, which is cool, but sometimes glue stick doesn't do well with real shiny. Good. Now they both have no antenna, so I'm going to be adding some antenna. Good. And good. He needs a head. So does this one. There. Okay. Looking good. I think that's a decent pocket. Let's see. I think that's fine. Okay. Into my little container of done for this journal, Bugs and Butterflies. Okay, another pocket. I trimmed this off of this, but on a different page. I think it'll be fine. Should we make it more of like a little bit of an up and down pocket? Let's do that. See, not so narrow. Okay. And I'm going to round the corners. That didn't round very good. There we go. Good. Let's do this because it works out so nice. Yeah, it's because it's a cardstocky. You know, that's awfully pretty just as it is, isn't it? We could just put a little something, like maybe this. And maybe a smaller flower or a bigger butterfly. Well, let's have a different color. Good. I like that. I'm not in the mood for a bug. Maybe a flower, like a totally different flower. I don't think it needs it. I like those just like that, but I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's get them glued on. And I'm going to use my glue stick for this one. And I'll try, because this paper is not so giving. So I think it has a better chance of sticking. If it falls off, I'll put it back on. because I don't think it's going to just fall right off. All right, it feels good now. Let's get a couple of antennae. Good. Whoop. I might have ran it into a little bit of glue. There we go. Good. That does add a lot. It really does. Okay. Now, I've got some of my watercolor pencils. And this one is, I just pulled out 3 of them. Grass green. I am just going to go around with the grass green. Give it a little highlight or shading, whichever way it seems to go. I'm going light-handed because I can always add more. And that Sharpie marker isn't going to move at all. That got heavy. It's all right. Okay, now let's get, I've got a little brush here, some water. Yeah, that's good. Blurs it up just enough. I think it makes a nice shading with this paper. It looks like watercolor roses. I think it's really pretty. I bought it. It's a Michaels pad from long ago. Reflections. But I thought for this journal it would be nice. All right. I like that just the way it is. I really do. Let's just leave this. I can, oh, I smeared it. I can always come back for more, but I like this. All right. Let's put that one away. Now, should we finish this one up? Another kind of long one. Why not? Why not? Now, do I think I'm going to get all the pockets made that I need to right now? No. But I think we'll get a good start. Okay. Looks good around the corners. It's those little details. It made a funny mark. We'll see what this sign does. That's okay, I'll fix it. There we go. Okay. I really like this paper. I'm not ashamed to tell you. I really do. I'm going to grab the peach here. And I've got another sponge. I'm sorry, my chair is so squeaky. I'll see what I can do about that before I make another video. But it's not metal, it's wood. So, you know, what can I do about it? I don't know. I'll see. And maybe there's some something loose that I can tighten up. Because I'm such a carpenter. No, not at all. All right, I like that. I like that orange around the edge. I think that's good. You know, I'm tempted to just do the same thing right here. I mean, right while we're, you know, kind of in the mask making mood, let's just do that. Because we know we're going to need them. And we know I love them. So I asked you earlier, what's on your desk? And if you're making a summer journal, maybe you made a traveler's journal. You guys have been maybe going places. Are you doing the camping, or are you staying in hotels? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Okay, as you know, I like these just the way they are. But this one, I think would be okay with a flower. Now, these might be too big. Yes. And I don't want to do the pink one again. All right. Well, or, you know, so many of when I was working with this earlier, they were too big. What about that? I like that. Okay. Let's use these. Definitely. Okay. I mean, it's very simple. Maybe a sprig. Even on top. I like that. Do the same over here. Okay. It doesn't have to be a Circus McGurkus every time we decorate something. Sometimes more is more. Sometimes a little is more. And it's such pretty paper. Why invest in such pretty paper if you're going to cover it all up? I could have just used printer paper. But I wanted this pretty paper. Okay, I'm trying the glue stick on the sprig. It worked pretty good this time. Fine. I'm putting it right in. And this one. So tell me in the comments if you've done vacationing. Now, I am not planning on leaving. Frankly, when you've only lived in a town for 2 years. Oh, I didn't glue this down yet. Okay. When you've only lived in a town for 2 years, there's so much I haven't done locally. And there's so much to do here. There really is. I've not been to the local museum. I have been to the Meyer Gardens, which is amazing. Been there more than once since I've been here because I love it there so much. Been to my local library, but I've not been to the main branch, which is always a fun adventure. Really. I mean, I enjoy doing that. Boy, this is a little crooked. That's all right. That's all right. Good. I like those. I really do. I'm not just trying to like rush. No, I like it. All right, I've got this. And what I was thinking about this is, see, it's the right height, but it's not wide enough. But I pulled out this, which this is from one of my digitals. Okay, so we need something kind of plain in between. How are we, let's see, that piece of book page. I've got a piece of dictionary page that I've got still the whole edge. All right, let me just kind of mark this off here and here. And let's just tear this. And what I'm trying to make, did I even say, is a belly band. Because I do have some larger journaling cards that I think would look nice under a belly band. I'm just going to tear that right all the way off. And now it needs to come around this way. And now I'm just going to take off where there is so much of the border. Okay. Even this up just a touch. Okay. I've got ink on my nail polish. Oh, it came off. Usually it's kind of a struggle. All right, so we've got this. And then I can glue this. And then I can glue this. Okay. Let's do that. We don't need you. Now, I'm going to glue this guy up. Oh, this has like more features. I think I want the words. Okay. It's a little bigger than my sheet, but that's okay. I can always just give it a little trim. I like that. Now this might be a bit too wide. Can I cut it straight? Because I'm not running over to the cutter. Let's see. Straight like a ribbon. Can I do it? I don't think it's too bad. This end got a little wide. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a nice belly band. Let's glue this on. Okay. Again, I'm running right over the edge, but that's all right. We can just trim it right up when it's done. I'm just letting it dry a little bit. All right, now, little something. Let's see what's in the Sonia bin. Are these still? Well, now why couldn't it hang over the edge? Because these are robust. I like that. Let's do it. Because this is tough. I mean, you know, I wouldn't get crazy, but now I just want to get a bit of an idea of where to put the glue. Definitely down the middle. And the little legs and the little thorax. And then just a little bit up on the wings, not too much. I mean, it can just dry. You know, it's not like I'll glue it right to my table. Hope not. Anything's possible with me. Anything's possible. Okay. Oh, I like that. Sonia, you're a rock star. See, I didn't glue it to my table. You naysayers. Belly band. All right, let's see. First belly band I ever made in my life. How'd I do? I just gave it a spin, didn't I? Okay. Let's just grab this and see. I think that's fine. Sure. Good job. Okay, belly band. All right. One more. Let's do one more. Let's see, what have I got here? This is from the manufacturing page that my digital comes with. And let's just cut it right here. Now this is already Circus McGurkus. You can see that, can't you? And of course I love it. Not ashamed to say. Let's give this a, we'll see if we can circle punch it. What's your guess? Oh no. Hey, I just sort of did it like I meant it, you know? It's a little big, but that's okay. It's a little ragged. No surprise. But we can just trim it up a little. Okay. Much better than the other one, I'll say that. You know what? I don't mind that big center because it's just going to show more of what we put in the pocket. How about inking up the edges, though? I think that would be a good thing. Quick pocket, huh? So you can find this download on PM Artist Studio, and I will definitely link it. And it's, I believe, 10 pages of flowers, butterflies, leaves, and then some full-size journal pages. So you've got fussy cuts, and it's nice, and it's on sale. Yes, it is. So take a look. It's an instant download, so you don't have to wait for anything, and of course there's no shipping involved. So take a look. Take a look at my ephemera. Now, I mean, I just want to leave it like that, but let's be realistic. Should we put a little book page and a little something? I'm kind of thinking so. Let's get this book page. This is the dictionary page. Yes, I like that. No. No. You know what I don't like? That I made it so round. Okay, already I like it better. Alrighty, let's get that down. And then maybe one of Tina's bugs or butterflies. Her butterflies are pretty, but it's so much of it for what we were doing earlier. It was just a little bit big for the tags and all. But now that I'm working on pockets, let's see. I don't like the gold. I don't mind that. Let's do that. And then maybe one of her butterflies. Yes. With a leaf or a sprig. Okay, let's do this. I'm liking it. Thank you, Tina. I will link her digitals, which are beautiful. They really are. Getting that out of the way. Yep, I like that. And now this sprig. That's worked out now twice. That I've been able to do this with the glue stick. Which I prefer because I feel like it lands on the page nice and flat. I don't mind that overlap. Let's do that. Did I completely cover that book page? We'll see. No. Okay. And now a couple of antennae. I'm going to make it just a little bit thicker. Okay. I like that just fine. All right, let's see. Can we recap what we've made? We've got that pocket. This belly band. This pocket. I like that. This pocket, which looks like his partner. This pocket. I like that. This pocket. And then a bag pocket. So we've got plenty of spaces and another bag pocket. Nice and crispy. All right. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you've made it this far, why not go ahead and subscribe to my channel? It's free. It's totally free. And you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. Like, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye now.